All right, hello everyone. Here I am at Greg Black's Mouthpiece shop here in Mount Holly, North Carolina, just outside of Charlotte. And here's the shop here. And about to go inside. See you there. Okay, so now I'm inside the shop here, and I see my friend Ben Strickland, and I want you to meet him, and he's going to tell you a little bit about East Coast trumpets.
Hello everyone. As Tim said, I'm Ben. This is my shop. We've recently moved it actually this week to Greg Black Mouthpieces here in Mount Holly, North Carolina. I've started apprenticing with Greg over the past year and a half, and things are just working really well, so I figured I might as well move my shop here too. That way we can offer more than just mouthpieces here at Greg's, and offer more than just great customer service and handmade trumpets and mouthpieces and mutes and accessories at East Coast Trumpets. It's kind of like the one-stop shop for professional trumpet players on the East Coast. So.
All right, so here we've got some mouthpieces and cases and the things that Ben has set up, and we are going to learn more about what's happening here. I think I see Greg in the back. There he is. Hey there, Greg. How you doing, man? All right.
How are you?
All right, good to see you.
Welcome. Thanks for coming.
All right, sure thing. So we just wanted to say hello. We've got the Towne Trumpet Fest happening.
Very excited.
And want to make this video happen, as you know. And so Greg's a good friend of mine, and looking forward to sharing what he can do for trumpet players. He's working on some mouthpieces for me as well. So here we go. Here's more from Greg Black. All right, guys. So here we are back in the shop, and we're gonna tell us about.
So Tim wants to make a mouthpiece, so we're going to show you kind of how it starts out. We take one of our blanks. This is a Greg Black trumpet medium blank. Very reminiscent of the old Black Hill company. And so what size do you want to make, Tim? Like a 1 1/4 C, or
yeah, why don't we do that? Let's get kind of a.
All right,
we'll get a standard size that we know somebody's gonna play that, because.
All right, so
my size is not the standard size, so let's stay away from that.
You can look in here, and we've got our cutters, our foam tools that we're on the lathe.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll show you how to make one.
Set that up. All right. Walk back to the lathe here. Check this out here.
You got the collar? All right. Got to put it on the low speed. If you try to cut it too fast, it'll start to chatter on you and shake. So we want to try to stabilize it as much as possible during the cutting process to get the smoothest cut as possible.
This sets up the third size and backboards. Ben, you want to tell us a little bit about?
So what size do you want your throat on your mouthpiece, Tim?
Well, let's see. Why don't we make what do we got here? Some nice options. Let's not get too off the mark and go with like a 24.
24?
Yeah.
All right. All right, and then I think we talked about doing Greg's number 10 backbore, which is very similar to a big orchestral number 24,
Right.
like what you used to, but
Yep.
again with a little bit changes to the length of it, trying to straighten up some intonation problems and things like that that people have when they normally play something that big. So, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the throat, then we're going to turn the mouthpiece around, and then we're going to ream the backbore.
Excellent. Where are we now, Ben?
All right, so we're about to cut the rim and cup of the mouthpiece. Again, we do it at a much slower speed because we want it to get as smooth as possible and we don't want it to shake or chatter. Very slowly it peels away the brass and forms to the tool as it's spinning. The cutters or the form tools are made of steel, much harder metal than the brass. And we go until there's no more flat surface area and we get the full form of the 1 1/4 seat. And because we do the same process on every single one using the same tool, you get the exact same shape every single time.
All right.
We're going to cut the throat at a much faster speed, and it's going to leave it, prevent it from getting a swirl on that inside of the throat because you want it as smooth as possible. A lot of companies, they might use drill bits. Those of you that try this at home, which I highly recommend you do not do, you need to take it to a professional. That way it lines up perfectly in the center. We use fluted reamers, which give a much smoother cut and cuts right down the center on a lathe rather than your father's drill bit at home. That's it. 24 through. So now we start out, with a very small hole in the back of the mouthpiece, and we want to open that up, but we don't want to go to the complete size right away. We need to take a few layers of brass off first, so we use kind of a roughing tool to take some of those layers off before we try to go to a full 24 or Greg's 10, which is even a little bit bigger. Cut this at the same speed as the throat. And if you can look real close, the mouthpiece isn't spinning true. It's not spinning center. So we want to center that up while it's turning. So it's spinning a lot straighter now. Gives it that 24 shape for Greg's number 10. off of the end. You don't want to take too much because you want to keep that length, that overall length of the mouthpiece. There you have it. Get done with all that, we need to make sure the outside diameter of the mouthpiece is the right size. So we might have to shave a little bit off that.
Basically just tweaking it a little bit at this point.
Yeah, every mouthpiece size, every rim shape has a outside diameter and an inside diameter. Of course, the shape tool, the foam tool, cuts that inside rim and cup. And the outside, you will fill that on this part of the mouth, and it's very specific to that rim size. Some companies make all their mouthpieces the same outside diameter. We have very specific sizes that we've worked with other trumpet players and artists to try to figure out what feels the most comfortable for the certain rims. That's it, a nice smooth cut on the outside.
Now with Greg.
Okay, so Ben's done the cup and the rim and the backboard. We brought it over here to the lathe to do the stamp. You can come over and see the roll stamp. So it has the Greg Black name stamped here. Then we stamped the model number on another station. So we'll take this brass is very soft, and once we roll that forward, then you can see that the mouthpiece is stationary. The stamp comes in. You apply pressure to the cross slide, and then you rotate the mouthpiece. So as you see, the name gets put on the mouthpiece. And we have use a sax pad on a live center to protect the cup that's just been cut on the other lathe. So then we go in just to keep rotating and make sure all the letters are in the right depth. And just back this off. And then you can see how the name is stamped on the mouthpiece. Okay, so we have the mouthpiece over here in the mold that we use to stamp the model numbers on. It's done, each number and letter is done individually. So we're going to take the one, make a 1 1/4. Then we take the 1, make sure it's lined up. So as you see, we start setting a pattern of how the stamping is going to be laid out. So we've almost got the 1 1/4 down here. And after the 1 1/4 C is stamped, it will go on, and we have to designate the difference in the blank. This is a medium blank, so we'll stamp an M underneath the model number, so people will know that or the player will know that's a medium blank, because we offer 4 different blanks: a lightweight, a regular weight, medium weight, and then a heavyweight. The lightweight is just kind of being introduced now, and the response has been very good to how they are interacting with their horns. This is a 24, correct?
24.
Okay. So now we stamp the model, we stamp the bore size on it. And this is just to protect the bottom of the shank. It's not really serving a purpose any other thing than so the mouthpiece is not laying here and getting damaged, the bottom of the shank. And there's the 1 1/4 C medium, 2410. Okay, so what we're doing for Tim here is we're taking an impression of his rim and cup, and for future, have it on file for future mouthpiece work. So we take the sheet lead, and the mouthpiece is held in a holder. The lead is then put over the mouthpiece, and the lead is tapped, and it slowly starts to take the shape of the rim. So we do a rim contour, and then an inside diameter measurement, which gives, or shape, it gives you the shape and a rough estimate of the inside diameter, and then the cup shape. And from that, I can make a custom mouthpiece.
Awesome. This is my piccolo trumpet mouthpiece that he's
It's Bach
fiddling around with.
3E, 117.
For 3 with 117 backboard.
Yes.
That's right. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's a handful of mouthpieces here.
As Greg said, we have 4 different weight sizes for our stock trumpet mouthpieces. We have the heavy, medium, regular, and the light.
All right. Now, Greg, so you, I know you're making trumpet mouthpieces. You make trombone.
I do.
Tell us what sort of, what are we looking at here? Do you do many horn? How about a tuba?
I do horn. The horn mouthpieces I've done is basically kind of patterned after the Jarnelli series that I made for many years through them, which was the Chambers rim, Chambers mouthpiece, the Stagliano,
Okay.
the Farkas, the Bloom, and as far as tubas, I've introduced a couple new prototypes. It's not on the market yet. That'll be available soon. It's an F and a C tuba mouthpiece that I've had players play at North Carolina Music Educators Convention. It's been very well received. So that's going to be available in a couple months.
All right. Interesting. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
Fantastic. Ben, thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
Of course, if you
All
ever
right.
want to come to shop, please make an appointment. Our website is www.gregblackmouthpieces.com, or you can send us an email at info@gregblackmouthpieces.com, or if you want to come and try some trumpets, send me an email at info@eastcoasttrumpets.com.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.